Welcome back to the main stage. I'm joined by Kreo and Ronaldo. Let's just kick things straight off. Okay, Ronaldo, I'm going to come to you first. What's the best thing about your duo?
Absolutely nothing. We're in 43rd out of 44.
But you still got room to make up. You got 6 rounds today. Do you think you can do it? What's your expectation on what's your goal?
Not to get 44th, to stay in 43rd at least.
That seems like a fair goal. Okay, Kreo, who is the IGL and why?
Ron. Everything's on him, so if we do bad, it's his fault.
So that's the reason for being IGL, so that it all lands on you?
Something like that.
Now, I asked Bizzle and Jukes yesterday, who's taller than you expected out of the pros that you've met here so far?
Ron. I thought he was like 5'2".
You thought he was 5'2". Ron, how tall are you?
I'm 5'7", 5'9", about that range.
That's 2-inch difference, right? You pick one.
5'7", I'm 5'7", but everyone thought I was gonna be like 5'2", but that's what Dukes looks like.
Okay, so who is taller than you anticipated when you first got here then? And you're not allowed to say 11, that's just a cop-out.
Who is tall? What do you think? I don't know. I'm not gonna lie, like, maybe like Falconer. He's kind of big. I didn't know he was that tall.
Do is hold out this team. They have the heals to stay alive. They got Tayson out. Now it's just Thomas HD. Now remember though, Thomas HD had tons of heals to work with. It's the med miss. But actually looking at this inventory, I don't think Thomas HD can out heal them. So even with the med miss in hand, Malibuka and Epikwhale should win this. And there it is, you see it now. 2 floppers, med miss, chug splashes. It is all but over.
It is only a matter of time. Malibuka is going to be able to outlast Thomas HD and take the first match of the day. Nonetheless, an incredible performance by those 2 duos. We've seen them at the top of the leaderboards, and they show us exactly why.
Epikwhale, Malibuka, welcome back to the main stage. And the first victory royale of the day that was potentially a little bit unexpected. A heel off at the end. I mean, how did we get down to that point? I know Malibuka, it was you, but Epikwhale, sorry, talk us through like those potential wins at the end of those kinds of games.
I mean, it really just starts off with a really good early game and mid game. We were able to keep our mats really good throughout the early mid game, and we had really good surge. And then when it came to end game, we were sitting comfy, just tarping, going for eliminations whenever we needed to, but we didn't really need to that much. And then at the end, we were on mid ground, and we looked up, 2 teams were fighting on height. So we just got ahead, took it, and then that's how it happened.
Well, I think I can safely assume that that is exactly how you wanted Championship Sunday to start. Now, I spoke to a few of the pro players before, yesterday and today, and a lot of them have said that it's not the stage and it's not the audience that are kind of making them feel a lot of nerves. It's actually the presence of all the other pros in the arena, that kind of energy. Are you feeling any of that pressure?
Nah, we don't get nervous, bro.
5 games left, okay, until potentially lifting the Gamers 8 trophy, the lion's share of $1 million. Are we leaning towards going more aggressive or more passive for these next 5 games?
Just whatever the circumstance calls for. If we have to play aggressive, then we're really good at that. But if we don't have to, then we're also good at just playing end game.
Adaptable, I like that fancy. Sorry, you go ahead. Well, congratulations on kicking off the day with a victory royale. Everyone in the Gamers 8 arena, please put your hands together for Epikwhale and Malibuka.
Take a breath, find out this is a solo. Edgy's gonna look to make this, try and give Acorn an opportunity. Not drops down, big damage from him. It's Acorn and Edgy putting the shots on. No, he goes down, but it's Acorn right there waiting to clean that one up. That is a solid 2v1 to close out that game.
2 down, 4 to go. I am now joined on the main stage by Acorn and Edgy. Congratulations for taking that victory royale. Now, I just wanted to quickly ask, we're backstage, these guys are all front of stage. Sometimes we hear on the comms a lot of players getting really loud, like, you know, doing huge call outs and stuff. How vocal are you guys on comms, or are you guys pretty chill?
We're pretty vocal, I'd say. Like, we were screaming right there. I could hear it at the end of the stage, you could hear that. Pretty damn loud, I can't.
Now, I've been speaking to a few members of the audience, and a bunch of them have a couple of questions, so I thought I'd relay one of those questions onto you. Now, due to points in these kinds of scenarios, in these tournaments being so vital, okay, do you change your play style depending on who remains when it gets to the final circle? So I assume you're keeping an eye out for all the eliminations that are going on throughout the game. Do you change it up, or do you just stick to your game plan?
I think we just kind of focus on our own game and just focus on what's going on at the moment. Like, I feel like when we like focus on other people, it's just a distraction, and like we'll play worse. So we're just focused on our game, focus on like forget what happened in the last game, just focus on the game at hand, and just like play the best we can.
Well, I can now tell you that after that victory royale, you are currently in 6th position, okay? So you've really bumped up the table. There's a possibility that this trophy could have your names on it by the end of today. So just maybe give us a little bit of a hint, or the crowd as well. What's the best thing about your duo?
It's got to be the chemistry, you know what I'm saying? We don't even got to talk sometimes, and we're just on each other. We know what's going on. You know,
Yeah.
we're just one brain, man. Just one brain.
Literally right after the last game, we were both like, we just realized like after that game, we weren't even like calming at all. We were just doing like what felt right, and we're just one brain.
One big brain. That's exactly what we like to hear. Well, congratulations once again, Acorn and Edgy. You guys have been fantastic. And good luck for the remaining games that we've got for the rest of the day. Everyone, give it up one more time for Acorn and Edgy.
On the high ground, it's Zandy, Chapixx going against Cammy and Seti. Who will end up coming out on top? Cammy goes down. Seti is a solo player, just trying to clean it up. We hear it, we see it. So much still left to go.
Can the final play be made? The drop down comes through. Zandy is going to fall, looks to make a play, and he does. He's able to clean that one up. It's Seti and Cammy falling in second, but not before reclaiming a ton of points. We've seen Chapixx and Zandy make these plays. They're turning right back.
3 down and 3 to go. Chapixx and Zandy, congratulations on that victory royale. I mean, with a crowd like this right now, surely it feels good when you claim that victory royale, you get that last elim, and you hear that surge of energy from the crowd. Chapixx, I've got to come to you to ask you about this. How does it feel?
Yeah, it feels good, but it's not over yet, so we need to just keep staying focused.
I've had the opportunity to sit amongst the crowd in between some of these matches, and some of them are asking a few questions, and they want to know if there's any kind of versus, let's say, between mouse and keyboard and controller. And I know this is like an age-old discussion within Fortnite, but actually, it might surprise you to know that almost 40% of the players who are competing here on this stage are controller players. Is that a surprise for you, or is that kind of something that happens in this level of Fortnite normally?
I mean, I don't know. What was the question?
There's loads of controller players competing right now. Is that something that usually happens at this level?
I don't know. They just got invited, but the controller players are usually really bad. You don't see anyone in the top 10, but that's about it.
Well, 3 games remain before the trophy gets designated to a duo, and also the lion's share of $1 million. Let me know. Is it going to say your names on top of this trophy?
Hopefully, hopefully.
Okay, well then there you have it. Men, a few words, they do all the talking on the battlefield. So give it up one more time, everyone in the arena for Chapixx and Zandy. Thanks very much for joining me on the main stage, guys.
The absolutely victorious reign of Chapixx and Zandy.
For a team that definitely was not expected to be here together, but certainly one now that has the chance to vindicate those decisions. Zandy and Chapixx, though, they've been so easy breezy here on height. Everything's fallen into place perfectly, and it looks like it's going to continue to go that way. Zandy drops down. Can he connect to the crew? All shots he can. Chapixx looking to do the same, but he needs to be careful. It's Janice in his box, but that's no problem for Chapixx. He picks up both of them. Zandy and Chapixx again pick up the victory royale.
Well, that was quick. Back on the main stage, Chapixx and Zandy, well done. That was an incredible performance. Once again, keeping that high ground, ensuring that you got that victory royale. The crowd is really vibing now. You are 2 points off the lead. How are you feeling?
I'm feeling good, but we need to stay focused. 2 more games.
You can see how much this means to this home crowd right now. Are you going to bring it home for them?
I'll bring it home for the boys over there. Oh!
I'm not going to take up too much of your time, okay? I would know that you guys need to go and focus. So congratulations on this victory royale, and we wish you the best of luck for the rest of the tournament. GG's, well done.
To ponder on how to approach this final 2v2. And for Lecce and Swilliam, they've done everything we said they can do, but it's all about converting now. Can they make their way up the hill? It doesn't quite look like it. Lecce the only one to get his way up, not, but his HP is dwindling, and now he will fall, and Hen and Queasy will close things out. The victory royale and 5 eliminations to boot.
Now, a lot of you might be interested to hear this, okay? about 5 minutes before we went live with Game 5, I passed Hen in the corridor, and he stopped me and he said, we're going to win the next game. Hen and Queasy, GG's, congratulations on getting the 5th Victory Royale. You were true to your words. You told me you were going to take that Victory Royale. What's next? You've got 1 game left. What's it going to take?
Bro, I can't lie. We're going to have to win the next game. That's the only thing we can do.
Now, competing on stage in front of a crowd that's this hype, try to put it into words for us.
I mean, it's very exciting to play, a little bit nerve-wracking, and it's kind of hard to play when you just hear the whole crowd going crazy, especially that Team Falcons. That support goes crazy, you know.
I'm going to keep things short and sweet before we dive into our final game of the day, but have you got any words that you'd like to say before we go into our final match of Championship Sunday?
Hopefully we win. It's good to play with my friend Queasy again, so, you know, just gonna have to win.
We're just gonna have to win. Simple thing to say. I know that they have the capability to do it, but we're gonna have to dive into our last game of the day to find that out. Congratulations, Hen and Queasy. Everyone in the Gamers 8 arena, please give it up one more time for Hen and Queasy.
And Epikwhale, no they do not. Scramble for Malibuka and Epic. How have they managed to do this? A duo that really even shouldn't have been here has managed to keep it going, keep it pushing, and move to first place.
NA and EU will have to take down Asia to be able to be champions of the world here in Gamers 8. Malibuka has lost Epikwhale, and he's down in the dirt. 1 build left. He's gotten the split from Epic, but the shots are raining true from up above. First place coming into this game, surviving the whole entire time. 12 games of pressure, and now using that bed miss. This might just be enough for Malibuka. He might not win the game, but he's won our hearts, and it looks like he might have also won Gamers 8 here today. That's 12 games. That's Moffin and Dawgan with the win. It's huge. Look at those 2 players, the brain and the brawn. You love to see it.